New year, new resolution. But to be honest, does it really work? Hi guys, my name is Adedoyin and welcome to the first episode of What's Your Take with Adedoyin. Today we're going to be talking about New Year, New Resolution. As you know, we just started one. This is 2026. And with me here is a very good friend of mine. One of the reasons why I'm calling this guy is because I know that is my how do I put it? It's someone that whenever I have a point, he has something to say back. And I know I want this episode to be very interactive. So he's my go-to person for something like that. Be my G since day one. He's somebody that whenever I have something to say, he has something to say against it. So I know that this episode is going to make sense. So let me welcome my G AY Ayodeji.
Thank you so much, Doyin. Thank you so much. I'm really, really excited and I'm glad to be here.
So you're honored.
I'm honored, actually. I'm honored to be here. And
They don't see me as celeb.
you're actually a celebrity. So, yeah, I'm honored to be here and I'm happy and I'm glad to be here. And
You're welcome.
Doyin is also my very, very good friend, my G from the days.
The days. You're welcome.
Yeah,
So
thank you so
I'm so
much.
glad to have you on my podcast show. So talking about the new year, have you ever been a fan of this new year, new resolution, or you're just someone that feels like as the year brings it, that's how it's going to go?
All right. Honestly, for me, I think this is like the major year where I have to look towards the new year. Because for me, like right from time it has just been the year is coming to an end. Okay. We're entering a new year.
What's
Okay,
next?
what's next? Like
Let's move on.
there have really been nothing much on my side, but this is like my first full year as a graduate, like
Okay.
getting into NYSC and a lot. And I think for me, this is like one of the first year where I'm really, really, really looking forward to a
Doing
new year.
something, yes.
To a new year.
Like a new, after leaving this school page, NYSC, you're stepping into the adults,
Yeah.
like the main this thing now.
I'm actually going into the adulthood as they do call it.
Comparing last year, like comparing 2025, when you're making resolution, this next year, I want it to be better, I want it to be this, the pressure that comes with it. Is that how you like start your new year? Is there any pressure of like, okay, I want this year to be better? Or it's something like, okay, I'll make the certain preparations, but anyhow it comes. There's people that don't take things that like they want to plan it step by step.
Yeah. I think I understand you, but I think from me, like from my personal experience, I'm a big fan of resolution. Yeah, I have series of diary and notes where I write my plans, my resolution for the year. But at the same time, I understand that going into the new year, you get to write a lot of resolution down in your note, a lot of plans, a lot of things, and checking back to the end of the year, you might really not have achieved any.
All those stuff.
But I don't think I've gotten to any point where I get pressured, because I don't think pressure is really necessary. I think I do a lot of reflections a lot, like month in, month out. I do a lot of reflection to see the progress, and you understand. But at the end of the year, I check my resolution. I check the one I was able to achieve. I check the ones I'm not able to achieve. But at the end of the day, we move. Yeah,
we move.
We start again. We
not something to bring you down.
Yeah. Not something to bring me down at all.
There's this stuff of like January resolution. And by when it's February, then the reality hits. Like you start the year with this, all I put it, this energy. Okay, I want to do this. I was like, for example, now there's this. Okay, I want to start gymming. I want to start going to the gym and those kind of things. But by the time February, it's be like, it's a long way, guy.
Yeah.
It's a long way. Like giving up. People call it February reality. Like, how would you deal with those kind of, since you are really big on resolutions?
All right. I think for me, I understand where you're coming from. January plans, resolution, February reality, where you enter the year with a lot of vibe, a lot of energy, and getting to
there's something killing it.
Yeah, but I think giving up is never an option for me. But I think people need to know that it's okay to restart. It's okay to re-strategize. It's okay if it looks like you are not
It's not going.
you are not eating your points, you're not eating your target, you're not
Yeah.
eating your resolution. These things are not actually weakness. It's very, very okay to replan. Okay, have a resolution. I want to hit the gym, and it's getting to the middle of the year. I've not even gone to
Not
the
done
gym
anywhere
like
now.
3 times. I can always replan. I can always re-strategize. I can always come again. Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. What is that thing you did last year, 2025, that you feel like you would do differently, or you plan to do differently this 2026?
I think for me, 2025 actually is like a crazy year for me. Actually, yeah, it's a crazy year for me, and
Crazy.
yeah, it's
For me
crazy,
too.
and I think it's a year that really stretched me a lot. Yeah, stretched
good
me
way. In
mentally.
a good way or a bad way?
All together actually, all together,
Right.
stretch me positively, stretch me negatively, and everything. But I think something I'm going to be doing differently in 2026 is I've getting out of school, coming into a new year,
New word.
you are full with energy, and you get to a point where you feel you can actually do it all alone. You get to a point where you feel your plan really matter. Like, I have everything planned out. I have plan A, I have plan B. But I think one of the things I'm going to try and incorporate in 2026 and do better is I'll like learn to solely depend on God. Understand? I understand that, yeah, you have your plan, you have plan A, you have plan B, but
Only
at the end
God
of the day,
executes.
yeah. So
Only God
I
that
think something I'm doing differently in 2026 is I'm solely depending on God. You see those plan thing? Yeah, it's good to plan. It's good to write out your resolution. Let it be on one side and let God do like the major.
God will help you execute.
Yeah,
The plan, but God executes.
God, you understand. You understand. Yeah.
That's how for me now, this 2025 is a year that it was eventful but not dramatic. There's something like things happened. Things happen because I had some years that I was out to see as actually dramatic. I went through this emotion to that emotion and all. But 2025, it was a lot of things happened. But at the same time, looking back, it's a bit like it was one kind of dry year. It was dry. There was nothing that really dragged me. Because I told you that the one time I was talking to you, that I said that I had a lot going on.
Yeah, I remember.
Doing this, I have to do this. And sometimes I was giving jobs that it was like my first experience, but I was giving the job as if no, I should handle like a professional. Or those things they happen, but at the end of the day, I'll be like, okay, it was kind of boring.
Okay, I think for me, why you actually feel like that is we've grown so much, and it's just like elasticity in physics,
No.
where you stretch to a point where you get to your yielding point where you can no longer take it anymore. So I think a lot has happened over the years, and these things happening are actually stretching you till you actually get to a point where you can literally take these things. We say this thing, what doesn't kill us like makes us stronger. Over the years we've had series of things to deal with, but the truth is these things are actually making us stronger. These things are actually making us stronger. Yeah, you're able to take it. So I feel, yeah, we've gotten to that point where we've grown so much where we can actually accommodate. Like, we can actually accommodate a lot of things. We can survive a lot of things. We've survived 2023, 2024. So 2025 is not an exception. We will definitely
survive it.
Yeah.
Okay, so have you ever been like tired, like this 2025 that passed now, you said a lot happened.
Yeah.
A lot, good or bad. Well, it sounds like the bad parts wants to like take over. So have you ever working towards, I'm very sure that self-improvement was like part of what you would like want to do, that as at last year. So as at last year, 2025, was there a time where you improving yourself, this self-improvement, you want to do this, you want to be a better person than that year, this year, has it ever weighed you down?
Yeah, to be very honest, I'm going to try and be very, very real. Yeah, actually, there've been days I was tired. There've been days, to be very honest, there were days I cried. Yeah. But yeah, crying is not a weakness, actually. Crying is not a weakness. There were days I was literally tired. There were days I was literally frustrated. There were days like that. But I think something people really need to understand, that it's very, very okay to take a break. it's very okay to restart.
Yeah, but that's one thing I always like tell people. Me, as you look at me like this, when things hit me, there's to some extent, if I'm trying to do something, like my business or something, if I'm trying to do something and it's already getting to me, to my like mentally, I would drop it.
Yeah, I think that's actually
I would
very good
drop
one.
it. I have to drop it.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, are you giving up on your? It's not giving up.
Not giving up, yeah.
Like I gas drop. If I did not drop it, guy, this is not what you will be seeing in the next.
I think people really, really need to prioritize their mental health.
No. There's sometimes you have to like.
It's very okay to take a break. It's very okay to rest. It's very okay to re-strategize. These things are not weakness. You understand? It's very okay to step backward, take 10 steps backward, and when you're coming forward, you're taking 20 steps forward.
Yes, because when you even take few steps back, you'll be able to see what's
yeah. These are moments where you can reflect. These are moments, I see people seeing these things as failure. But to be very honest, it's not failure. You understand? It's okay to take a step backward, reflect, see what you're doing that you are not doing well, see what you're. I really believe there is really not a script to follow in life. Yeah, we just live life like God's help and everything, but there's really not a manual or a script where we follow. So mistakes are okay. Mistakes are not weakness. Mistakes are bound to happen. But in moments a mistake is happening twice is when there is action. And
there's this rule I follow. Like when it happens once, it's a mistake.
Yes.
Twice is intentional. Something is wrong.
Yeah. Then like 3 times is
nah. That's something you're going to take at all.
So it's very okay to take a step backward, reflect. What are you doing right? What are you doing wrong? What are things that you're putting your hands into that you shouldn't? What are things that you really need to prioritize?
What's happening?
What are things that you really need to do better? Should you make more friends? Should you try and talk to more people? You understand? These are things people really, really need to prioritize in 2026. Like, take a step backward, reflect, get a diary, write down in your diary what are you doing that you're doing correctly.
I've heard that stuff before.
Yeah, I have a lot of diary. Yeah, I have 2, 3, 4 diaries. I write things out because I pour out my heart in my diary. So yeah, I think you need to write things out. Like, reflect. Basically, what I'm trying to say is just reflect. What are you doing right? What are you doing wrong? What are things that you're not doing well? What are things I think you can see these things? Yeah, you can see them. You can see them. So I think this helps actually.
What's that money habit that you think you are going to like? Maybe something like you didn't do in 2025, and you feel like when it comes to money, you're going to like you have to start doing them this 2026.
All right. I don't want to say
because we know that 2025 guy.
It was. I don't want to say I've started making money because I'm not making any money. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Reverse.
But one money habit is 2026. Obviously, like there are plans already, and I have resolutions on what to do, directions to go into, and you understand. But I think one thing I'll try to incorporate in 2026 is the habit of contribution, the habit of savings. When I mean contribution, I mean these things they do that in Yoruba they call it ajo. Yeah, you understand? Because I feel like growing up, I'm the type of person that I really believe in YOLO. You only live once. So I spend my money the way it comes because I feel like you can go tomorrow. You understand?
The reason honestly, so me, I'm still a person that I don't like when it comes to money. I don't like hoarding money. I studied economics, so and as well, my mom would be like, she'll study economics go by. Because me, Nina Lowo, that's for me. I did it like Nina Lowo, you spend money. But also when it comes to savings, you said a job contribution kind of thing, like maybe there's someone taking it. Because there's this ajo that girls do. I don't like that thing. They say that you should drop you should weekly. You should really pack this one. This is type of job like maybe carry wise, piggy.
Yeah. Actually, we are getting into like the Gen Z
when Gen Z now, Gen Z.
You are in the Gen Z.
Are you not Gen Z?
Yeah, I'm Gen Z. Understand? So I feel I'm not really talking about the ajo our mom did that time. You understand?
Okay, just
you get. It can be a group of people coming together. You see all this weekly thing, I really don't buy. You can do monthly, understand? It can be calorie-wise. There was something I did in 2025. I use calorie-wise a lot. So I came across a video on Instagram on how to split your money, and I think I would love to share it. So I saw that particular thing, and I incorporated it in 2025. And what is this thing? You're making 100% of your income. I divided it into 3 parts. I divided it into 50%, 25%, and 25%. You understand?
Okay, I
So
think that's before.
so the first 50% actually goes into my calorie wise. You understand? So my income for the month, I divide it into two. I take part of it to my calorie wise. You understand? I put it in my calorie wise like that. So the 25%, I take it for my personal care, for my transportation. I want to get my personal care, like perfumes, deodorant, shoes, clothes. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
You get, and I kept 25% for like emergency funds. You understand? So
Yeah.
this emergency fund that maybe probably there is a particular time I need to take money instantly. Mind you, the 50% in my calorie, I don't touch it at all. It's there.
That's what I like about Kari. I think once you drop money inside,
Yeah, I think Piggyverse is even worse. Piggyverse, then you will cry. Once you drop your money in Piggyverse don't give you your money till the due date too.
and now
Carry still do something like they can give you your money, but they'll remove interest if you are withdrawing from before the due date. You understand? But I think
Okay.
Piggyverse will not even give your money at all. But for somebody that is planning towards a project, I think you can do 50% savings, 25% for your personal cost, 25% for your project. Maybe you want to do something, and I think these things actually help.
the thing I want to answer in this day and age, in this present Nigeria that we are in right now, can 25%? Is it that it depends on the amount you are getting? Like 25.
I think that is what work for me actually. I think it depends on how much you are earning.
And like we ladies now,
Exactly. Like me, I really don't have like much I do with money.
a month.
Just, I have much I do with money, you understand? But ideally, I really don't have much like that. So I think that's why it was easy for me to split it 50, 25, 25, you understand? But I think you have to know your work for you, yeah.
Yes,
Just
yeah.
split
Just
by
know
percentage.
how
It might be the
spend.
rate going into your calories 35%. It might be 25%, but just make sure there is a segregated amount going into your savings. That's something I learned in 2025 because
Yeah.
you don't know when your savings will actually save you.
Yeah, no, they say that in a lot.
So
So savings, there's no how for someone planning for a better year. Should I say better future, better year? Savings, we hear savings, investment a lot. That investment of a thing, I feel like it's not. It's not for the regular.
yeah,
It's not for the regular.
I'm not a type of.
I saw what they say on TikTok where they say places you can buy shares, you can invest, and those kind of stuff.
GT.
But I look like it's not for the regular kind of this
For
thing.
me,
Yes,
currently-
GT.
Currently, I'm not this investment kind of person. I'm not advising not to go into investment. Know what works for you. See, these things, there's a lot of headache behind it. So, if it's something you can take,
Something you don't have knowledge about.
You understand? I really don't have a lot of knowledge about buying shares from first.
That's one of the reasons why, like,
Yeah. So
how would I know what's going on?
my savings is my savings. So,
So at least
something I'm planning in 2026 is I might really buy the monthly contribution stuff. You understand? Because I noticed at some points the savings that sometimes I still go there.
You want to come out.
Yeah, you understand?
That's why you're supposed to do it to stuff like the Piggyverse. In situation whereby you can't remove that money. You don't have access
You
to
know,
money.
you are putting it. If I'm putting it in Piggyverse, I think it's still me. I will reduce the duration. So I just feel like.
Can you just reduce the duration once you set it?
I don't know about Piggyverse because I don't use Piggyverse.
Okay, Carry-wise.
But
So you can. I use Carry-wise too, but me, I don't really. I just as long as anything they show there, that one me, I'll just.
sometimes I remove my money from Carrywise.
Seriously?
Yeah, which I really.
No, I don't want to know about it. I want my money to. I want
I
my
think the
money
monthly
to be safe.
contribution stuff is
So
okay.
savings. So what about this? Starting the new year for like you want to get better. Everybody wants to get better as the new year goes. This starting something new in new year. Make sure you start something. As you know, like last year, maybe for example, last year I'm a business owner. Doing empire, sell jewelries and all. But when I started working at this real estate company, I got to do a lot of new things and all. So for someone that is always, I've been on one thing basically on my business, and I've always said I'm just business person.
Yeah.
Anything other than that, I don't want to.
Yeah, I think
But working in this place, I have done this. I've done content creating. I have been an admin. I've done this, done that. I feel like it has this fulfilling spirit. Like, oh, this thing I never knew I could do it, but now I'm handling it. I might not be handling it like a pro, but at least it's something that okay. I feel like I've never done it before, and now that I'm doing it, I feel like okay,
yeah.
this is something I can actually do.
Yeah.
So entering a new year, it should be a plan. So like, okay, I've not done anything. Like I want to start something new, probably learn a skill or like find a job or just do something that is out of your like ordinary space.
All right, I think for me, for that, I think what I'm going to say first is growth is something everybody needs to prioritize. You understand? Growth is something everybody needs to prioritize because for me, I feel growth is simply a process of development, a process of self improvement.
Yeah.
You understand? But I think one thing I'm going to say is, you see, the issue of pressure comparing has actually been rampant in this Gen Z generation. You see, what I'm going to say is, don't let somebody that is not trying make you that is trying look like as if you're not trying. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. Like somebody is not trying at all, is now making you that you are trying feel like you're not trying.
No, you're not supposed to like.
Yeah, you understand. And at the same time, you are not supposed to show that you're trying when you're not actually trying. You understand what I'm?
That like fake like.
Yeah, you understand what I'm trying to say. I think people
faking
really need to calm down. Entering 2026, growth is something everybody needs to prioritize. Yeah, pick up a skill if you can pick, do something new if you can do something new. Just prioritize growth. You know, it's in the process of growth you self-discover some things. There are some things you will never know that you can do. You know, I was telling you when you started the whole content creation thing, like, and you're actually good. And you mentioned
a lot of
you actually mentioned something like you don't know you can actually do it. You see, it's in the process of growth you self-discover some things. It's in the process of you trying you get to know you can do some stuffs. You understand? But at the same time, you don't need to put yourself under unnecessary pressure. And I'm using the word unnecessary pressure because there are sometimes you need to
pressure
checkmate yourself. There are times you need to put yourself in check so as to keep yourself going. You understand? But at the same time, you really don't need to compare yourself with people. You really don't need to put yourself under some unnecessary pressure. You think you see? I actually believe in slow and steady step than big drill. You've got to be consistent. You've got to just keep doing. It's working, it's not working, just keep doing it. Just prioritize growth. Okay, you want to go into content creation, start. You want to get a new job, you want to learn data analytics, you want to go into cybersecurity, embedded system, name it, photography, just start. Just start. It's in the process of you starting. It's in the process of growth. You get to know that I can actually do these things. I can actually do some stuff. You understand? But you've got to prioritize growth.
I feel like one of the reasons why I've never actually left my space then there's this. I just found out I don't know if I should say it's Nigeria. There are some quotes that we grew up, should I say, hearing, or people tell us some certain quotes. For example, this jack of all trades.
Okay.
It's a jack of all trade, master of none. That's it now. That's this thing.
Actually.
I was watching this. It was a white man actually. It was on TikTok, and they said that's like half of the quote. It is jack of all trade, master of none, but often better than one or so. So like the full quote is actually telling us that you should, when you do a lot of things, master of none, okay, but they are often better than someone that is just like doing one thing. I said like, okay, I don't want to be doing a lot of things, and like I want to like focus on just one thing.
Yeah.
So sometimes like me now, I do say it. I don't like people that do a lot of things. For example, they like you have a shop, you're an hairdresser, then all of a sudden you start selling drinks. Or you start selling. Honestly, like, I don't like going to their shops.
I think
I feel like, wait, what are you doing?
I get what you're actually saying.
But at the end of the day, it's like, they are better than someone that's like, to some extent, to that thing, that is kind of
I think I understand what you're trying to say, and I have my perspective about and
That's
I was trying to say that
you do a lot.
you understand?
I think
I'm
I'm
trying to
trying
say
to
that I
show
do a lot
you.
of things, but I think you've got to streamline it. Speak what you know how to do best. You've in the lots that you're doing, just pick something that you have passion for, something you are better at, something that
Maybe a brand.
yeah, you understand. So I think you've got to streamline it. At the end of the day, you doing a lot, you end up doing nothing.
Sounds like you have a
Yeah,
brand, you have
yeah,
something.
yeah. Just streamline it. Like focus on something, and make sure you're growing in what you're focusing on. Don't just
Just
do content creation,
yes,
like
yes. Like,
cyber
you are
security
just
analyst,
everywhere.
you're a data analyst.
There should be something that people know you with.
Yes,
Like
yes,
this. Okay,
actually.
this guy does stuff like this, but you can also introduce that I also do stuff like this. So
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
You can do some other like random stuff as subsidiary,
Side
or
stuff.
get a main stuff, what you are good at, what you can defend, what you can beat your chest and tell people this thing, if I do it, I'm going to do it 100%. Understand? So you've got to streamline it at the end of the day.
So I want to ask you for our viewers,
All right.
what are the should I say the skills that someone can learn, as this year, as the beginning of this year now, like okay, you can learn either without any capital or with little capital.
I really don't know what works for people. You understand?
Like
But
just generally.
yeah, I do a lot of research, and I was asking ChatGPT one day about top 5 skills that bring money. You understand, that you can start with little or no capital. But I think there are things people can prioritize. I see people say tech. Yeah, tech is actually good. Understand? You can do tech. There are
Not of
branches of tech, like
yeah.
you can do IoT, you can learn IoT, you can learn cybersecurity, you can learn data analytics, content creation, you understand, video editing, understand. You can go on YouTube, you can learn these things.
Okay.
I think you see something about video editing is literally video editing is becoming like
Come on.
hot cake. After
Okay.
this video, a video editor is going to edit this, right? That is someone I'm trying to say. So
Yeah, when it comes to the
content
content.
creation is growing like rapidly, is growing fast. So video editing is something people can learn. Photography is something everybody like. There's literally wedding every weekend.
But wait, this photo video editing you're talking about now. Okay, can you actually learn it to the extent that you would be like so good at it to work for someone just online?
Yes,
Because wait, this thing to learn it like physically, like maybe a teacher. There was a time I wanted to learn copywriting. Do you know how much they say I should bring?
how much?
It was in dollar, like 300 and something. In dollars, oh.
So I understand that you can really not really start anything without like capital or something, like you don't have funds, but I feel like you can still try. There is YouTube. There are some free courses you can take online. I think it does boils down to your intentionality and your determination. You've got to start something, you understand? So I feel like you can use YouTube, you can even ChatGPT. AI is something you can start with.
You have to be using ChatGPT Pro.
I think it depends actually, but you can use YouTube, you can use Chrome, you can use a lot of things. But I'm not saying these things are going to make you a pro. Understand? You might still really need to
Go
pay.
into it.
Understand? But at least when you start from somewhere and you have a basic knowledge, you can even use basic knowledge to start earning money. To be very honest.
So me, I was even thinking about like skills like hairdressing, I would not say catering actually, because that one I learned catering and you need to have money, you need to have capital to start because of equipment and all. When it comes to stuff like hairdressing, should I say like I will not say makeup too, because you need tools for stuff like that. But like guillotine,
Yeah.
just like maybe pins or something like that. Those are things I feel like people as I don't think, and it's not maybe just ladies or things like. There's some guys like personally now, if there's a guy that like wants to make my hair or install my wig or something, I'll pick a guy.
Yeah.
I'll pick a guy because I feel they know when a lady is pretty.
Yeah.
So it'll be like, okay, they know when to like. So
But
those parts.
I feel these are things people can actually start with low capital. What do you feel?
And now, yes,
Yeah,
now
because
there are
I feel there are a
start-
lot of things people are not really looking at. Everybody
Yes.
wants to be a tech bro.
Do you
Everybody
get
wants
it?
to do data analytics. Everybody wants to do tech. But there are little things people are not looking at, like hairdressing. Like, I have female friends. Like, my female friends literally plait their hair every week.
You know,
And I have a particular female friend that, do you know how much she spends plaiting her hair every week? So
they're
makeup
telling
is something like people do. You understand? Hairdressing is something people do. You understand? Daily time is something people do. So you can actually
every Saturday.
You understand? You can actually every Saturday people go for wedding.
Yeah.
Every Saturday people do birthdays, people do engagements, people do events. You understand? So these are things you can actually do. No,
Same.
tech is good. Yeah, I'm getting into the point where I want to transition fully into tech. Even though I'm not sure I'm ready yet. You understand? But I think it's something I'm going to try and look into for 2020, like for this year 2026. But at the same time, I think there are a lot of options people can pick from. Not tech. There's photography, there's video editing, there's content creation, there's hairdressing, like you said, there is guillotine. You understand? So
when it comes to photography, do you think it's like to start, you don't need capital?
I think I understand what you're trying to say. The equipment that
Yes.
but I think learn first.
Learn.
Yeah, I understand that you need to buy camera. I understand camera is worth millions of naira. I understand you need to buy equipment, but learn first.
That's true, because there are stuff like rentals and all this kind of stuff.
My uncle is into photography. He does something like he is into photography, but at the same time he has a lot of camera because he has capital. So he started well. So he bought a lot of cameras, like 7 to 8 cameras. You understand? So there are people that actually are into this photography that do not have camera. So what he does for them is he rents it out. So rent camera. So you can collect a job of 200k in a particular week, and you're coming to rent a camera. I think my uncle rents the camera like for a day 25,000. So you're coming, then you just rent the camera. So you're paying 25,000 out of your 200k. Then you're done. Like, he has literally the whole equipment. You understand?
So you just rent.
You know the job. It's just that you don't have the equipment. You can rent the equipment from him. You understand? So it's also a means of income for him. So you do your job, you collect your money and everything. Then you return the camera and you're done. Next Saturday again. You understand? So that people can actually incorporate. Yeah.
And there are things. The crazy part of it is these skills like Isheowo kind of this thing. I think they are the ones, should I say, reigning now, or they personally I feel like they make money now these days.
Yes. Even
when it comes to skills, this thing, sincerely, I feel like they make money these days. Because like you said, when it comes to hairdressing, how much you spend
on hair. Yes.
I'm not talking about the attachment the Isheowo. No.
Okay, like the workmanship.
The workmanship is a lot these days.
Yeah, I have
you talk about nails too, making nails. There's this friend of mine, there was this nails I made, and even myself, if not because that my circle, people around and places I make, that's the price. But when someone was like, it's not up to that, we spend like, you're not spending anything less than 10,000.
You understand?
To make nails, make your hair. So I feel like people really underrate when it comes to what is workman,
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, that there is a lot of things people can actually look forward to in 2020.
And they make money.
I have friends that are what do they call these people that make nails now? Nail tech.
Yeah.
I have friends that are nail tech. I have friends that plait hair. You understand? And these people are doing well. They're not fake. They're not. They are literally doing well.
I'm even mentioning tech.
Yeah, because I feel people even like. People even
they overrate.
No,
so you know there's no like that there's money.
Yeah, you understand. There's
money there.
So there are little petty things people can actually do
To start with this kind.
These are things people can look forward to in 2026. Like, just do something. Yeah, just do something and just make sure.
Something.
Yeah, and don't be pressured. Don't compare yourself with others. Yeah, just do something. The most important thing is you are doing something. So never get to a point where you feel you're not doing anything. You understand? Even though it's looking like as if it's you're not really there. Just keep trying. You understand? Just keep trying. The most important thing is you are growing, and growth is self-improvement. You understand? So
you're moving.
You are moving. You understand? At a point you are evolving. You are getting better. You are getting better. So I don't think you should.
And as you are doing it, don't be pressured.
Yeah, don't be pressured.
Take a break.
When you're tired, step back.
Because when it comes to this business. This business of a thing, there was this time I was in this community, and I feel like at first I do feel like I don't say it, I don't talk about it, because I feel like maybe it's only me, maybe I'm the lazy one. But in that group, you start hearing people be like, ha, to this weekend, oh my god, I had to just this small change mark. I had to just take myself out rather. I need to like I had to go out because I feel like I'm working and there's nothing to like that kind of situation whereby you are working and there's nothing to like show for it.
I think people, you don't really need to burn yourself out. Yeah, all in the name of you are trying to grow, you are trying to.
Yeah, there's this particular money you want to like. I want to be rich.
Yeah, you don't need to burn yourself out.
You know what? There was this time. There's this uncle of mine. When he said this thing, I was like, is it no? Is it normal thing now? Like, why does he have to like preach about it? Is it not normal? Until he said it, and I found out there are some people that don't know these certain things, and it's like, as you are going into this new year, like, prioritize this taking care of yourself.
Yeah,
Even if it's coke.
You've got to put yourself first.
Today, like just say today, I would buy something for myself.
Okay.
That thing that you are thinking that, because there's some people, I have this friend, guy, I am, not be saying she don't dey do anything, no.
Yeah,
I am broke.
I understand.
Some extent, it was somehow like, guy, are you whining me? Let's do this. And it's not as if you are not going to experience something, like, it's not going to like come back to you and be like, okay, you relax and say, yes, I did this. But no, you always look like, why? Do something for yourself. You don't have to like spend all the money in your account, but do something. I know, like this week I work, I see money, and I use them. I use them for myself.
It's really necessary.
Like I feel like people should
know, all in the name of growth, all in the name.
Yes, and just like work themselves out.
Walk yourself out. You're looking so unkept. You understand? Take a break. Jaye, go out. That's something I really, 2025, that's something I didn't do it well, you understand? But it's something I'm going to try and incorporate in this year, 2026. Like, go for vacation. Like, go out.
Go for staycation.
Go to
a state. Go and catch up with the sun.
Rent an apartment, stay. That one, you understand?
No, that travel, the visitor still go for Nigeria.
No, it's not a lot. People think to travel you need to break your bank. It's not a lot. You should know your pocket. You understand? Plan something for yourself.
Get
an apartment. Just go. Just clear your head, and just prioritize your mental health. Prioritize yourself, and just make sure you're doing fine. You understand?
I feel like it will even make you work better.
Yeah.
And experience life. You've experienced life. Maybe this particular place, you went to a concert, and you like.
Go out for
so concert. This is how people live life. I want to do better. You get all those kind of stuff.
That's something people really need to do. Just be better. Just make sure you are prioritizing yourself. You are putting yourself first. You are mentally okay. You understand? Because
you guys be stable.
You see this growth thing. Somebody that is mentally okay is the one that is.
Yes, you guys be stable.
You understand? So just prioritize yourself.
Just be stable.
I feel like we've said a lot already. Yeah. And, I think one of the things I really want to add for 2026 that I feel people should do more. I think people should go for knowledge. Yeah, I think people should prioritize knowledge. I feel like the whole highlight of what we've said. Prioritize your growth. Take a break when necessary. Try to rest. Prioritize your mental health. Be consistent. Do things. You understand? But I feel people should prioritize knowledge to like go for knowledge. If at some point in time you feel there is a particular conference like you feel you can attend, probably it's free, go for conferences. You understand? Go for leadership summit. Yeah, you shouldn't just stay at home the whole year, the whole month. You understand? Go for knowledge. If it's a leadership conference, go for leadership summits, go for leadership conference, go for conferences that add to your knowledge. You understand? Go for podcasts, like, you understand, for talk show, for people that have experienced these things. You understand?
Yeah.
But you understand, if it's a particular amount of money you can afford to pay, because I understand that people are trying to monetize these things nowadays. So if it's some particular amount you can pay and you can afford, I think you should pay it. It's worth it. You understand? But prioritize knowledge, prioritize your growth. Don't burn yourself out in the name of growth, and you're looking old. You understand? So take a rest when necessary. Prioritize your mental health. It's easy. It's okay to rest. It's okay to step backward. It's okay to reflect. Write your resolution. And you understand, we've actually said a lot. I think people can pick from
relate
from 2025 and do something. Do a resolution check every month. I know you have a resolution like every month for the month of check, so you can track your progress. You can know, okay, I've done these things, I've done that things. You understand? Go for retreat.
You know how to
I think these are things
jot
that
things
people
down.
should prioritize for 2026. Go for retreats. Go for seminars. Go for these
Chase
things.
knowledge.
Yes, chase knowledge. These are the things that actually makes people better. You understand?
Yeah.
Dangote wasn't Dangote in a day. You understand? He
You
prioritized.
try, yes, yes.
And I think people should prioritize knowledge and apply principles. Understand? Apply principles, prioritize knowledge, go for growth, and all around that. And I feel like by the end of 2026, you should be a better person. Yeah. I think we're also talking to ourselves too, yeah, because we are not really like, yeah. So I think that's all for me.
Yeah, so we've shared our takes and we want to know yours. Drop one intention in 2026 in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching What's Your Take with Adedoyin. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Please like.
Bye.
Bye.